Parents, let me ask you, what's crossing the line when it comes to your child, the student, and their teacher's relationship? Is it okay to hang out in their classroom after hours, like really far after hours? Is that okay? Texting their teacher? What about doing his or her hair? Is that a little too much for you? Well, a TikTok and science teacher has been fired for an inappropriate relationship with multiple students, and people have a lot to say.
Some of you parents are doing a shit job raising your kids. Do better.
Hello and welcome back to the channel where I break down internet drama so you are not scrolling through your phone and rotting that beautiful brain. And all I ask for you to do, and it's completely free, is to take that finger and hit the subscribe button right now. So I think a few of us had a teacher that we all knew as the cool teacher. He or she rarely got people in trouble. They just seemed more fun. They seemed to be more communicative. They seemed to communicate more with their students and not the whole, I'm older than you, I'm always right, you're always wrong, and I know more than you.
Listen, you little wiseacre. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong.
Well, Jack Lee is that teacher that all the students like so much.
What's your least favorite part about school?
Learning.
He gave the high fives. He lit things on fire. I mean, it is science class, but all the kids loved it. He had to beg the kids to get out of the classroom.
Again, it's green. Y'all can leave. I'm done for the day. Go home.
So he's a super well-liked, loved teacher and also very liked and loved on TikTok. He almost has 800,000 followers. And his whole niche is, I'm a teacher, but I'm a cool teacher. When the lunch lady comes by to ask if I need anything.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
You too, baby.
You too, baby. What you trying to get into?
Baby, I'm just doing my job.
See, you call me baby again. And it don't sound like you just doing your
Young
job.
man, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Yeah, I see that little wagon on you back there.
Oh, excuse me?
You trying to go behind the sesame seed oil and get down.
Security? Security.
Security ain't gonna stop me.
Esther better chill before I have her feeling 22. So you can see why he is very loved by students. They really liked him. He's charismatic. He's on TikTok. He's got a lot of followers. Kids love TikTok and a lot of followers. Everybody wants to be that chick that danced and now she's like a billionaire. Well, this TikTok and science teacher would be under some fire and got exposed. And he was the one kind of exposing himself.
I am what you call a unprofessional, in some ways, unprofessional, eclectic, unconventional teacher.
So pretty much what would happen is that Jack would post this video of his female students doing his hair and it would get over 8 million views and a lot of opinions.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we?
And stir the pot he did. And as you can see by my title, he stirred it a lot and got fired. And now he's crying on TikTok.
I can't wait for you to come back.
We'll get there, hold on. So in this video, Jack goes on and tells his TikTok audience that this is not weird, you guys are making it weird. He didn't have time to do his hair before his appointment after school, so he asked his very close best friends to do it, his student best friends.
Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally, I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed.
Yeah, the best friend thing was weird to me. This guy has to be at least like 25 years old, in his 30s, like my age. High schoolers should not be your best friends, right? That's a little odd. You're supposed to be a mentor, or in this case, a teacher mentor. Personally, for me, I wasn't super weirded out by the hair thing at all. Maybe because growing up, we always did everyone's hair all the time. Bring your head over here. We always would get our hair done. We would always do other people's hair. We would have like a trail of people doing it. Like we would always just do people's hair. Now, did I ever do a teacher's hair? No. Would a teacher doing my daughter's hair because he asked be weird to me as a parent and raise red flags? Absolutely yes. You know what? I wonder what my mom would say. She hung up on me. Just like in 2004 when I want to get picked up from school and she's doing my sister's hair. Why'd you hang up on me?
Oh, I thought I called you on accident.
Okay, Mom, I'm filming right now, but I have one question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the year's 2004, right? I'm like 13 or 14 years old, high school. Okay, that's the setting.
Okay.
And my teacher, a man, asks me to do his hair, like take out his braids. Is this okay with you?
No.
Also, the teacher texts me. Is that okay with you?
Hell no.
Mom? Okay, and that's my mom's answer. It's just weird for someone to call kids besties. Like, I can see the children calling the teacher bestie because I know that's like the lingo now. I hear it all the time. Sometimes people say it in my comment section and I have no clue who they are, but they're saying it because they see me every single day. So it's just kind of like a slang thing that people say, like, hey friend, whatever. But this isn't their friend, it's their teacher. So him calling them bestie is a little odd. And also, he's the teacher. He should stop them calling him bestie because he's not. He's the teacher and he could be like, hey, I am Mr. Jack guy from TikTok, and that's how you will address me. Just so that he can create these boundaries that they aren't friends or besties.
Number 2, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentation. Since it was Friday and all of my
Not him getting out the little snacky snack orange. It does seem like a boundary thing to me. If my friend's kid was like, Auntie Michelle, can we do your hair, bestie? I'll say, hey, first of all, I'm Auntie Michelle. You can either call me that or Queen Michelle with the most beautiful features, the whole thing. And they asked to do my hair, I would probably say no because they'd ruin my hair. Go get your doll's child. But let's say I said yes. I don't think that would be the weirdest thing, but in this case, it's a teacher and student and there's a line in the middle that makes it more odd.
My students did an excellent job on their STEM field projects and presentations. I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out.
I mean, I do think hair is fun. It's a little weird here, but it is like something fun that I like to do.
I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes.
So now everybody just coming in and helping with the hair. I mean, community people, you guys said it takes a village. And personally, I would love to have 5 to 6 hands on my hair to take out braids. It takes forever, so I get it. Outside of the student-teacher relationship, it seems very sweet. But I will give it to the parents and other people who are saying this is raising a lot of red flags.
My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair.
So I grew up with my mom always doing hair. I don't know if anybody else is like, usually black people. Hair is a big thing. Like you grow up doing hair, you grow up with your parents or your mom. Your best friends do your hair. My best friend would cornrow my hair. My mom would cornrow my friend's hair, everything like that. And there was this one kid in school that I had a big old crush on. And I came to the school with braids one day because of a track meet. And he goes, wow, I wish my hair could look like that. He was a white guy. And I was like, shing, my mom can do it. And I called my mom up and I was like, Mom, this guy wants you to do his hair. Can you just braid it? She's like, who? I was like, this white guy, don't worry about it, just do it. And she did it and he looked weird, but that was fine. But she did do the hair on campus and all the people like surrounded was like, whoa, cornrows. And you know, no one said anything except cool. But I don't know if a black female teacher, no, you know what? Let's just take out the race card. If any female teacher was getting her hair done, like getting braids taken out, cornrows, anything, then posted it on Facebook Live, YouTube, and TikTok, I think people would say, what is this? Because when you post things on the internet, people will jump to conclusions really quick and share their opinion. And that's exactly what people did.
So for every one of those people that are like, oh, this is innocent, to act blind to that fact that is a pervasive issue in our society currently, like right now, ongoing, is crazy.
I just feel like letting students do your hair is kind of crossing the boundaries.
I'm gonna be empathetic here and give you some grace. Being called all type of stuff that you're being called, that's probably infuriating. But you kind of walked into this.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we?
No problem, Mr. Lee.
I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out.
But Mr. Lee, you don't teach cosmetology.
I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor.
And I'll be representing myself as the proud father of an innocent teenage girl.
So then people started digging and they found that he's a podcast bro. What women like, Riz 101 for the millennial. Riz means what the does Riz mean? Now I can't remember. Riz means when you have like that charismatic spice to hit on women or men. Yeah, I had to look it up. Unleashing attraction, the magnetic qualities that captures hearts. Riz tips. I see a lot of people dogging him and saying that he's a podcast bro, Andrew Tate type person just because he's a man with a microphone. Y'all, I watched it. He's the exact type of guy that the podcast bros would call beta.
Coming in at number 2, we have compassion. So caring for things other than yourself, not being selfish. Men are inherently selfish. Just look at the world today. The world is run by men. And just look at all the problems that we have today.
But I'm always weary of people giving relationship advice, or not even relationship advice on how to pick up women, especially when I don't think his own tips are even helping him. Putting pillows behind you so it feels like someone's there.
Yeah, man, you know. Just another night, just another day.
So people were saying, why are these things on your platform with your students? But the most viral and questionable one, according to everybody else, is his e-girl TikTok, where he stitches an underage emo black chick, and pretty much the premise is that she's so attractive, he's now emo too. Now, I don't know what was being said. It was muted in his original, but that was from a few years ago, and Jack is going into hyperdrive and defending himself on TikTok.
Video that people dug for was from like, what, 3-4 years ago. It was a viral trend that, you know, some chick was in the video and you stitch it showing that you're emo. It was over, what, 550,000 followers on TikTok. People like, oh, people commenting, you still didn't delete it. Why didn't you delete it? With over, bro, do you not know with over 500,000 followers on TikTok, you know how fast them notifications be coming in? I didn't see it. If I'd have saw it in the moment, yeah, I'd have probably taken it down because I don't, yeah, if it's a minor, sure, let me take it down. Someone, oh, look at the bathroom, it's clearly a high school.
And with this, I kind of agree with him. I think it makes him look very bad given the circumstances and everyone's, you know, coming to their own conclusion. But I remember when this went extremely viral, I didn't know she was a high school student. The bathroom looks like it could be a Trader Joe's bathroom. But I do agree with the other people on is that saying that a lot of millennial teachers are way too comfortable putting everything online. And he does do some pretty grown-up type posts while also putting children on his TikTok and mixing the two, as well as calling them besties. When you're 21, besties are filling you in on all the juicy tea and an admin walks in.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You feel me? And it's crazy because they won't even do it like that. It's customer. Hello. How are you doing today? What can I do for you?
So then you do know that it's not the most appropriate thing. He's not a counselor. He's a science teacher. He's not Mr. Franz.
My therapy dolls have been mutilated.
And he allegedly allows these kids to text him. He's in group chats with the kids. No texts have been shown yet that he was doing what Colleen was doing in those group texts with children. But people are saying the line is being blurred between teacher and student.
No way you're still embarrassing yourself online. I'm gonna make you look foolish for a second time. You bet your ass I let my students paint my nails before. The student that you see in this video has goals and aspirations to be a nail tech.
He's got a more powerful hand because once again, they're students, he's a teacher, plus he is also a TikTok creator. People will idolize him even more. And also, aren't there portals that teachers usually have so they can communicate with their students, not group text with GIFs and emojis? When summer break is just a couple months away. Came sooner than you thought, huh? And it did, because now he's crying on TikTok.
Hey, bestie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay.
There's not much information on this. Some say that he did get fired, some say that he got suspended. So I really have no idea, but I found an attorney talking about this.
I'm an attorney in real life. I don't play one on television, and I'm going to weigh into this issue with the teacher allowing the girls to take out his braids from a legal perspective.
He talked about this and said, let's throw out all of the allegations and just spoke just from a legal standpoint if this is okay and if it's okay that he got fired.
Particularly from an employment law perspective. This is a good time for me to remind people that you can be terminated at any time for any reason except for discriminatory reasons such as your race, your sex, your age, your disability, unless you have an employment contract. If you have an employment contract, the terms of that employment contract is going to govern your termination. So there may be specific for-cause reasons, and those are the only reasons that you can be terminated. But for the vast majority of people, if you don't have an employment contract, you can be terminated at any time for any reason except for those discriminatory reasons that I talked about. Now, in many states, teachers do in fact have employment contracts, and their employment contracts might govern their behavior. So this is a good time to remind the teacher, the man who was in that video, that even if you believe your behavior is appropriate, if you believe your behavior is innocent, if you believe your employer may have not objected to it in the past, your employer can decide, we don't believe it's appropriate anymore.
Now, I thought more people were gonna come out from like the school saying that this guy's a menace, he's crazy, he's touching students. No one came out and said that yet. Screenshots of the text didn't come out yet. And all the students so far and the parents, from what I've seen, all have his back and say that he's a very positive role model for the kids.
Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you.
So those are all texts from like the group text that they're like sending him. Once again, people are like, stop texting the kids. But I mean, I have no clue. Apparently the parents said it's okay. I'm not sure.
Her guardians are well aware of this. Her mom literally watches my videos all the time. Not only does she love my content, but she signed a media release form for her daughter so she can be in my videos.
But there are some people from different schools that are student ages having a very intense opinion.
I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out.
You did what? Mr. Lee, out of your 100 best friends, only girls are taking your hair down. But where are the boys? Do they not fit your criteria?
No objections.
Instead of using your students for free labor, you could have simply used the money that you make as a content creator to pay your stylist to take your braids down. But let me ask this. If you couldn't get your braids down in time, why didn't you just reschedule your appointment? Mr. Lee, I don't think any teacher, male or female, should request that students take their hair down at school, period.
Personally, for me, I think what is important to remember is that you have to set boundaries. He's still a teacher. He's still texting students, putting them on social media and calling students besties. That won't be a good look, especially if it gets picked up by TikTok, because you know people are gonna jump to conclusions, and because there's people out there that do take advantage, Colleen and all those other people we've talked to, P. Diddy, who use their power to their advantage. I mean, would it be appropriate if a, corporate boss called a subordinate bestie? Honestly, if my old boss did that, my weird boss at the gym that I used to work at called me a bestie, I'd be like, I'm reporting you. We aren't besties, pay my ass more. Especially if he asked me to do his hair. No, but I didn't like him. But that's the story of the teacher who got supposedly fired for having girls do his hair during class. What do you think? Should he have been fired, suspended, canceled on the internet? Let me know. I don't really know what should happen. I think that he should draw some boundaries though, but you guys let me know in the comment section. You guys have a great day. Be good. Bring that forehead to me, and I will see all of you guys next time.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrum.